So this is also with a new process video. Today I'm making a double page spread again, and I'm also making a 12 by 6 pocketed insert in between these two pages. And the event that I'm trying to capture this time is from last year, when we went on vacation to Östersund, which is a town a bit west from where we live, a couple of hours left, and then we also went to Trondheim in Norway, just over the day from Östersund. And I had lots of photos left from that car trip from Östersund to Trondheim, and I wanted to do something with them while they were still close in my memory. And I decided to take out all of them and make a layout just to get them into my album. I have pieced together these 6 road photos. They are taken from the car, and I've just placed them in a grid, and I'm adding a border at the top and the bottom with half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of that map print from the Schimel collection. And the Schimel collection will be the one that I'll be using this time. And on the right side I have an entire sheet. It's kind of a ledger print from that same collection, and I will use that as a whole piece as a background piece for that page. On that page I have pieced together, heavily cropped, 3 photos of the kids and a photo of us driving into a tunnel. There were several tunnels on our way to Trondheim, and Norway is very there's lots of mountains, so they have solved kind of the traffic situation with tunnels. And this particular tunnel, it was one of the longest that we drove through, and we thought it had a really funny name. It is called Helletunnelen, and obviously it means something else in Norwegian, but to us it was plain funny. So we are driving through the Hell tunnel, and just before we went into the tunnel I managed to get a photo shoot of the sign. So that middle photo there of the 3, my daughter to the left, the tunnel sign in the middle, and my son to the right, that is the name of the tunnel. So it's really tiny, that blue dot there, but I will try to point it out with an arrow a while later. I have cut apart one of those cut apart sheets in the Schimel collection, and I chose the cars that had this kind of greenish tone to them, so I will use those as layering pieces under my photo block. I have matted the photo on white cardstock just to make a little tiny border. I will soon go back and make that border even more clear or obvious. We had really lousy weather this day, and I wish that we had sunshine on these wonderful hills and riverside sceneries, because it was beautiful. It was beautiful even though we had rain and clouds, but I imagine it must have been just wonderful with the correct kind of lighting. But you can't do anything about the weather. I had to turn off the recording and let my cat out. He was meowing so loud. I think you can even hear him on the video. Bad weather, bad lighting. Like the scenery here, it's hillside and it's green and it's a bit of a river and water and those kind of colors, and that's totally why I choose to go with these colors in papers. I wanted to accentuate the green in the forest, but also kind of make it a little bit more blue from the missing blue sky. And I just love these colors that Shimel has in this collection. The other day I watched Shimel's YouTube video of when she's just going through her new collection, the Go Now Go collection, and I totally loved it. It's such a clever way of designing stuff, I think she's having, and that it can be themed, but it can also be everyday. And this travel theme of her, it was so well thought through, and the colors are just wonderful. I will definitely put it on my next list of purchase. Perhaps not the entire collection, or if I get my hands on the 12 by 12 paper pack later, it would be totally awesome. And it had a lot of embellishments that I not interested in, but the papers were just lovely, and there were lots of papers that you can cut apart and use as embellishments. Now I have taken out those 6 photos that I wanted to place in my pocketed insert, and I'm using the same paper as I had for the borders on my left 12 by 12 page, and I will use that as that little piece that I need to make these cards through 6 by 4. My photos are obviously not that size from the beginning. It must be some other kind of standard size, but I don't mind really, because that sliver of pattern paper really makes this into an easy easy little layout. And that map print, I think, also is very suitable for the traveling theme that I'm working with at the moment, of course. And the color is just amazing. So these are also photos. Some are taken from the car and some are taken from just quick stops that we did. During this road trip I was a bit disappointed that it was quite hard to stop by the road. The traffic was really heavy and or very intense, and there were a few stops if you wanted to just go and take photos and enjoy the scenery. And it was really a fast-paced drive, and that was sad for the photographing, I think. I have cut out the title in 2 sizes here, and I've also cut out a couple of arrows that I will use here and in later projects. The title will be "We're Going Where, You Say?" And of course I want to hint on the name of the tunnel. And the words that I've written in larger font is "where" and "you said", and the rest are those tiny ones there. I'm always impressed how easy and how good it turns out when you print tiny things with the silhouette cameo. The other day I was just I remember I had printed out something for another project, and I showed hubby, and we were just amazed, both of us, how well it cuts. I am also very happy about the blade that I bought. I bought the more expensive blade. I don't remember what it's called. It's something with special or extra super mega wonderful, and it should have a longer lifetime. And I was interested in that. I don't think that I don't like to buy things that have a limited lifespan anyway, so this one with a longer cutting or working time suited me perfectly, I think. And it cuts very well, and I'm happy that I changed the blade as well, because it was time. I have brought out the die cut pack for this collection, and I still have a lot of those left, so I'm just choosing some generic pieces there, and those that go with these colors, the green, and then I have also added a little bit of that darker pink color, so the heart in that lovely paper will do really well, and the suitcase, and also that little heart in the record. So I thought it was fun to add one more color, because it was already present here and there in the other cards in the print, so that was totally natural to add just a little bit more of that. And since my daughter is wearing a pink sweater, it's a color that's already present in the layout. No matter what I think about it, it's already there. The colors are the ones of the nature, and just a little bit more of the blue in my son's t-shirt. I think this has been a really nice way of getting a lot of photos into my album. I think it's 15 photos throughout this project. And I wrote some journaling there to finish off the page, just telling where these photos were taken, or during which trip or which drive. Here are some close-ups of the finished project, and I hope that you have enjoyed this process video. Thanks for watching. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.